Hey y'all. I was here 2 hours ago. I went to my acupuncture appointment and I feel like a lot came happened like in 2 hours. Um, Hello, Evil E. And Rin S.A. and Phoenix DK89. Retired teacher said, "Are you okay?" I am okay, retired teacher. I appreciate you checking in. But yeah, I was gone for 2 hours and I was like, oh, so many posts, so many questions, and I didn't even know. Um, Hello, what RES I loves 1985. Sorry if I'm misreading that. Hello, Yetta Damore. Um, Jilly said, "What did you miss?" What that's what I was hoping y'all were gonna tell me what I missed. I know that since I was gone for acupuncture appointment, there seemed to have been a post by Nicola and and uh and maybe people are trying to guess who she's smiling at, or I don't know. But hey, Swanky, hey Bocce and chat. Hi. I really loved your idea though. I do have it right now muted though in Italian, muted in Italian. But I would actually genuinely love to watch it. Um, a night out at a concert with her friends, said DKT. Retired teacher said Nicola posted pictures guessing Iman in background. Hi again, Susanna. Annie says Nick posted an Insta story with what looks like Iman in the background. Jilly said it was a story from the festival she went to. Mel said it looks like Iman in the background. Wonder if that's what people are freaking out. Why people are freaking out. Susanna said, yeah, Nick posts, then did as well. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm surprised that she would after that's the post that she did. Um, Christelle said, I see your stories about the language. It's a good idea. I know. When Swanky brought it up, I was like, Swanky, that's just another fun way to watch the show. And especially if we've watched the show so many times, why not listen to it in another language? And honestly, even the few minutes I watched it in Italian, I was like, ooh, it has a different flavor to it. Like it has a different like feeling you get when you're listening to it in another language, and especially when you already know what they're saying and doing, because you've got it almost internalized in your brain because you've seen it so many times, so you know what they're saying even though you can't understand the language. Because I put it both not only in like Italian in like the audio but in the subtitles. Tamara or Tamara said Nicola posted a story with what looks like Iman in background. This is what I was waiting for. Rach says she was with Jake as well, right? So that's the other element of it, where it's Nicola and Jake post at the festival as well, and then there's somebody that people are thinking is it Iman. And this is why I think that Nicola is like the best, because and I think she's the best, and I think this is how she loves to play with people. In a genuinely playful way. Like she's just I think she is amused sometimes by how people pick apart everything that she does, and that's why I named today's this moment's live, like which one is it or something, because she's been people have attached her to Jake, people have attached her to Iman, and here she is posting a photo that then gets have a photo posted by Jake, giving the impression of like potentially both people, the people think is here. Now, I don't know if that's really Iman. He didn't post anything that says he was there, and all you see is the back. But wouldn't it be funny if that was just kind of like Nicola going, so which one is it, y'all? Which one do you think it is? Because I'm here with both of them. But I'm not to say she was there with both of them. Thanks, Karen. KM Shoppy said, are we sure that's Iman? And I don't think people are sure. I think people are guessing because it's this hairstyle, the body type, the kind of clothes that I think the person tends to wear. Curseeing says, how do we know it's him? I don't think they do. I don't think people definitively know. I think people are just guessing. But what I really think is kind of amusing about it all is because both people that have been consistently linked with Nicola are now potentially being given the impression of being there at the same time, which I find the most amusing. Annie says, she looks so happy though, smiling. I think that's the most important piece, Annie. She looks incredibly happy. And I think that's all we want for her, right? So whatever this is, it's a night out with friends. So if you're not having fun with your friends, why would you, why go at all, right? So I'm loving how happy she is. I'm loving that she's out with her friends. She's been working incredibly hard. So good on her to have some downtime and enjoy it thoroughly. DKT said, so what if it is Iman? Isn't she also friends with Luke Thompson? Same concept. Yeah, it doesn't have to mean anything, DKT. I think that, that again, these are just all the folks, that are connected to, or have been rumored to be with this person. I mean, with this person, with Nicola. Retired teacher said, that a picture was posted at a dance studio immediately after, not by Nicola. I mean, interesting. I mean, honestly, like, I do think maybe she's maybe out back from vacation and just posting at the regular after Nicola's post kind of situation. I see that as a possibility. Post kind of situation. I see that as a possibility. Christelle said, me, I watch it on Japanese. In Japanese. Okay, that's very cool. Very cool. Heather said, I am completely done now. At this point, I don't even want her with Luke. She seems happy with A, you said. I mean, Heather, at this point, like, honestly, all we want, right, is people to be happy. If he's happy with her, I'm happy that he's happy with her. Thank you, Martha. Kurtzine said, ugh, is she still doing that? Since she is blocked on all of my socials, I'm assuming so based off of what folks are saying. People can fact check and see if that's the case, if you still have access to that person. But honestly, like, I just avoid it because I don't necessarily want to provide views or clicks to the person's site. Junie said she went with a group of friends. Yes. Kayla said, could literally be anyone. This is very, very true. Swanky said, it is, guys. I find it even more emotional. Oh, when you listen to another language? Yeah. Like, I'm really excited to do that, Swanky. I'm so glad you brought that up earlier today. Dog Lady 1.0 said, I hope it's Iman. She deserves a man that knows what he wants. Tamara, is it Tamara or Tamara? What's this? I'm going to go with Tamara, and then if it's wrong, just let me know. Not sure if Jake was with her or at the festival in another area. Oh, that's a good point. They just happened to both take a photo. So they could, but see, they're really good friends. So even if he went separately or did something, I couldn't imagine that they wouldn't have met up if they were at the same festival. Unless they didn't go. Is this like a long festival? Was there multiple days? Because it also could be a different day. But if assuming that it was the same day and they were there in the same time, I can't imagine that her friend would be there and her not see him. Eden said, Nick is having fun and playing along with us, LOL. I do feel like that's the case. And it's a really playful way to go about doing it. Virginie said, Nick and her boyfriends, or speculated ones, right? Like everyone, what has been interesting is that throughout Nicola's time, she has been connected with every one of her co-stars. So it's not only Luke that people speculated to have her with, but they always speculate. And maybe that just speaks to how strong of a chemistry that she has with those that she acts with. Hey, Lil. Carol, I have heard about it. I have felt it too. But it's one of those things where I have felt like I can't help what other people choose to do. I can't help how people choose to portray me. And I can't live in that world. If it means that a lot of people no longer follow me, I'm at peace with that. If a lot of people have a poor idea of who I am and think I'm all this horrible person because I chose to monetize my page, I can't help that. That is just, I guess that's part of the deal. If you're doing anything in life, there will be people who despise you for it. Tamara said, triple that I'm for. Triple? Oh, a triple. Okay, got it. Oh, Amun. Amun? Moon 354 said, it's pronounced Amun. So it's not Iman, it's Amun. Did I say that right? Wielder of a Quill said, I'm so glad you went live after the latest madness. LOL. I'm thankful that I'm off work today. If I was not off work, it would not be possible. But since I am off today, my next appointment is not until noon. So, thank you, Kingdom Girl. So I'll probably be leaving at the latest 11:30. I mean, putting an end. Christelle said she's so cool with the fans. She is. Anne says she goes out with a group of friends, doesn't she? Absolutely does. Poris Roku 233 said there are photos with a few fans. That's so kind of her. Liz says, do you know who Sherry Cola is? No, I do not. Lil said red herrings, LOL. Kate WL92 said, aren't they just all a friend group? I believe so, yes. Anne says it's pronounced, so is it Amon or Amun? Amon or Amun? Lena said, I would really like to know what Luke is thinking and how he reacted. I genuinely don't know if Luke is even looking at that, to be honest. I don't think he's on, well, I mean, obviously, he's probably online, but like, I don't think he's chronically online, like Nicola in the past has claimed to be, right? So I don't know how much Nicola's online as much these days either, but I think she still is, because I think there was an article where she shares the fact that she stays in the know. DKT said, as far as I'm concerned, she might have gone afterwards home to Luke and eaten a panini. DKT, you're so funny. Kurtzing said, Tiff does subscriptions. I don't see what the problem is. If you can do it, if not, join when you can. Yeah. I think some people don't want people to have choices, so they would rather encourage people to remove choices for other people. Because they personally cannot take you up on that choice, I guess. I don't know. It's a strange dynamic, right? Because nobody needs to subscribe. And I truly try to make a pretty even mix of like general lives and general videos so that folks still have content from me every single day if they want it without needing to have a subscription. Christine said people complain too much. I mean, if only it was complaining, curtsying, that would not really be an issue because people do complain. That's regular. But what's being done is a little bit more aggressive and a little bit scary, to be honest. Simply because it's full of so much vitriol, you know? Kimorova girls, hi. Andrade said, hi, what have I missed? I think the biggest thing that you've missed is, I guess there was a posting by Nicola at the festival, and now everybody's wondering if it's Jake, if Iman is in the back. I mean, Aman is in the background. Eden said, I'm just glad Nick. Thank you, Bailey 84. Good morning. Oh, that's a cute one. Eden said, I'm just glad Nick is out having fun, enjoying herself. She's been working a lot. Yeah, I think that's the best part. Donna said, I think she was just trying to get her point out that she's back in London. Alexi Vo 80 said, I mean, Luke is growing his hair out. I don't know what that means. Is that just an observation? You did a lot of ... but sometimes I don't know what ... means. I Love May said, I'm glad that Nick is having fun. Me too. Hey, Love May, thank you again for moderating. If you see anything that you think I should be concerned about, could you please make sure to just provide me all of the usernames that might be of concern? I would really appreciate it if you happen to see anything. So I can take care of it at a later time. Thank you. Love May said it looks like she is having fun with friends. Nikki New 78 says, "Catch me up. What's going on, please?" Um, I the only thing really that's happening, and I know I'm way behind because there's 95 new messages, is that Nicola put out a new post. Tina DQ said, "Newest photo Luke with hair longer, grown out." Coco said, okay, so I was apparently Coco. I was mispronouncing. I think they said it's either Amon or Amon, maybe Amon. But it is her co-star in Big Mood and a friend of hers. What RESI loves 1985 says Nicola deleted her first story and then she did it again. Oh, interesting. Usually when she does that, she made some slight modification on what visually looks what it looks like. So I wonder what changed from the first story versus the additional story, their second story. Paulin _ Nicola _ forever said it was the same day. Okay. Yeah, then I would think that they would definitely have spent time together. They are friends. No matter what people speculate about, if there's anything more in their relationship, they are friends. Katie said yesterday was the first of 10 days. Oh, wow. That's a long festival. KM Shoppy said, "I'm still not convinced that Nick and Amon are together." Love May said, "We love and support you, Phoebe." Thank you. I appreciate that. Christelle said, "I think it's the same dress she wore to the Taylor Swift concert." Oh. Katie said, "We love you, Phoebe." Thank you. JC said she was with friends. She is too smart to post her actual boyfriend on Insta. She is smart. I do think that because she is a private person, if she wanted to keep her relationship private, she's less likely to post something about him. But at the same time, I don't know, because I don't know if I've ever known who she's ever dated in her life, which is again, I guess, a credit to how private she is. I'm sorry, I'm just reading some tweets here. I mean, not tweets, some posts here. Lil say, I say, just enjoy the ride and hope they follow their hearts. Yeah, absolutely. Wombat6 says, I heard some of the mess and I came back to subscribe. I have nothing but positive experiences here. Thank you. Is that why you subscribed? Wombat6? Was it starting the whole time? Did I get a rush of subscribers because they were saying negative things? I didn't even know that. I thought the backlash was after. But because that's wild, because I feel like you subscribed the day that I did my subscriber only live. So that's wild. I didn't even realize. So it is Amon. Amon. Kimmy McPhee 16 cents. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my word. Everybody's having different ways of saying it, so I don't know which one it is. I should have listened to somebody say it or had him say it. Because now I'm hearing Blue Wednesday said Amen. And Moon 354 said Amen. And then TK says Amen. And Marianne says amen. Okay, y'all. Kingdom Girl 81 says it's pronounced amen. You know what? I'm just gonna call him E. Not because I don't want to call him E. I want to call him his real name. But because I'm getting such a variety of like what people people want to say, It is. I'm going to call him E from this point forward because I'm afraid I'm butchering this person's name over and over. This can tell you how little I actually pay attention to any of the adjacent folks, both Luke and Nicholas adjacents. Oh, Robin says it's pronounced with a hard A sound. Okay. I love how everybody has a different, different ways to show that it's pronunciation. Like, if y'all were looking at the chat, nobody had the same response of how it should be said. Wielder of a Quill said, I'm not off work, but I'm currently listening while it's a podcast, LOL. I have been told by folks that sometimes they do, when I do upload it on YouTube, that's how some people choose to listen to it, like it's a podcast. And because I did a playlist, and usually the playlist is the most recent, going all the way back. Wombat6 said, is there a reason people are so sure about E or just a guess? I think it's just a guess. It's based off of the person's back and the person's hair. Cristal LaRocca said, what was her first story that she deleted? Trying to catch up. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. So hopefully people did answer that since I'm so behind on chat. So I'm just going to move past all of these things where people are helping me pronounce his name. Good morning, Beaton Fangirl 33. Ed said, exactly, no one is forced to subscribe. Why do they care? Oh, okay, I'll answer that question. So their whole thing was they felt like some of my stuff included some of the tweets or things that they had. So that's why I took down any posts I had because of with tweets associated with it. Now, usually when I used to do that, I always sent people to the actual content because I wanted to drive people to discover new, content creators and things of that nature. And because people used to be like, why don't you just take it and make it your own and put it on your page? And I said, no, because I want people to know that other folks are actually doing this and creating it. And I thought it was a kind thing to do, only to find out that some people didn't think it was actually a kind thing to do. They said that I should have asked for permission. And the thing is, it's once something hits public domain, it's actually, I wish that is the way that things are handled. I had no problem taking it down though, when it was requested to have it taken down. And not only did I take down the ones, well, first and foremost, the person who told me, about the things that they wanted it to be taken down, they didn't give me specific account names. So I had no idea who they were. So I was like, well, I'm going to take everything down then because I don't know which ones have an issue with it. And I don't, and also I didn't want to elevate certain voices if that was the way they conducted themselves. I was like, I don't want to uplift a person and think that they're a great person and say, hey, everybody check out this post by this person. And then they go over there and I find out that, they're conducting themselves in a hurtful way to other people. I don't want to do that. So I just took everything down just to be safe. Not only safe, that I wouldn't be supporting something that I disagreed with now that I knew that there were some folks that were just being unkind to people. But the other piece of it was just what if other people didn't have an issue with me, posting their stuff, but now, I don't know if these people would drive negative attention to them. I just wanted to protect everybody involved. Lena said, I think Luke wants people to think he's not online, but he's not, or he is. Is that what you're saying, Lena? Ed says, I'm offering a luxury product, not for everyone. If not for you, then move on. True. I mean, honestly, there is no demand for anybody to ever subscribe. Annie said, I'm so sorry that's happening, Phoebe. You are loved and supported. I appreciate that, Annie. Beaton Fangirl 33 said, everyone thinks it's E, and I kind of agree. I mean, I can understand why they think it's him. Definitely has the same kind of body composition, hairstyle, kind of the same kind of clothes he would typically wear. Andrade said, oh, I'm 98% sure it's him, but it's okay. She's out with friends. Exactly. She is out with friends at the heart of it. Heartfelt 85 says, in order to know what Luke feels seeing Nicola's post, we need to call for Anna from Soul Embrace Tarot. I'm sure she would do it if folks wanted to know. I mean, I think she would be open to that. Roseanne said Jake posted a pic of a concert on his reel in IG. Yes, that's why everybody was kind of going, hey, both of them are there in the space. Sharon said, right now I just feel like so many people are going after each other and it's just sad. Yeah, I am sad about that, Sharon, because at the heart of it, fandom is supposed to be fun. When it comes down to it, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be community building. It's not meant to cause rifts and friction with each other. That's just not the heart of a fandom. Cool Mom Comedy said, I don't really think it looks like E based on the torso. But even if it is, what else? What is it about the torso? Sharon said, no, what this is supposed to be about. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Oh, that really helps, Rachel. _656. So it's I think, okay, no, I'm just still going to say A. Because I was like, that is a good explanation that it rhymes with Damon, but I was trying to drop the D. Amen. Damon? Amen. Amen? I'm still going to say E, just in case. Christelle said, I love the bucket hat she was wearing. So cute. The minute I saw the bucket hat, it made me think of Luke. Didn't he wear that bucket hat before? Or am I just misremembering? Love May, thank you. Thank you for being willing to help. Pori Roku 233 said, sub are the way to have less haters in comments and sub live. That was the intention. Thank you, GEUN _S. Yes, that was the whole purpose. I just wanted to, when I did that subscriber live, the big mistake that I made was I put the preview on or left the preview on because I default to having the preview on. And what that does is it allows people to see a minute and then it cuts off. If I knew that was going to cause such a ruckus, it really did let me know to just never have that on. It is the default there. I just have to make sure to always change it so it doesn't do that, because I really genuinely just wanted to be with my subscribers and unpack things. I didn't expect the pandemonium that would come afterwards. Hi, Tam. Cool Mom Comedy said, because I don't necessarily think it's anyone related to her next to him. Next to him. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, okay. The hand, hair, and face in the Polaroid are I'm 99.9% sure Louisa. Somebody sent me like an overlay. So whoever was standing in the right definitely looks like Louisa. I don't know what Louisa looks like, but I'm just assuming based off of the conversation I had with folks yesterday and the fact that they overlaid it, and everybody kept saying that name, that the person they were overlaying was the person named Louisa. And I don't know who the covered face is, but the one thing that I will say is there's definitely two different hands. Because one hand is very dainty, very tiny, and then the other hand, I think, is like larger. Thanks, Christelle. Ed says there is an E fan page that continually reassures that they're not an item. Cheryl said Jake was at East Fest last night. He posted Arlo Parks. Genuinely, I don't know what any of that meant. But I'm sure that a lot of folks in the chat does. Thank you, GEUN _S. Cool Mom Comedy said the wrist is very slender and doesn't seem to match E. One is very slender. The other one is larger. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's two people. I really do think it's two people. Christelle said the bucket hat, Bob in French. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cheryl said Arlo Parks was in after Suki Waterhouse. Okay. Are these all artists? I'm so sorry that I didn't realize. Are these musical artists that you're listing? Cheryl said, I laughed when I saw the Polaroid. Nick is aware we checked that out. Absolutely. And why I laughed so much when she chose, she's like, let me tell you, when both phases are showing, I will try to make it as difficult for you to see what it is. But let me tell you that when I'm going to show you a clear Polaroid, you still won't know who it is because I'm going to cover a face, which I thought was so amusing. And that's why I think she's so playful. Genuinely, I think she's a playful person. Kingdom Girl 81 said, it's so sweet how happy she is. Absolutely. I think it's so wonderful. Jamie Nicole 88 says, what has my life become? I wasn't this invested when my husband and I were dating. Lena said, do you know more or less when they will start shooting in September? I don't personally know, but I do recall someone saying September 11th. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what someone thought. Sharon said, here's the other thing, though. If she is with someone other than Luke, why would she and her friends... It cuts off... Oh, throw shade to A. Well, that's the question. Are they doing that? Or are people reading that into it? We don't know definitively, right? We don't know if they're throwing shade. Now, mind you, I understand why people think that they're throwing shade. But I don't definitively know if that's happening. With that said, I can understand why people are lean towards thinking that's the case. Ray BLO said, Nicola said it in her Aussie interview with Luke about accents. Oh, oh my word, you're right. I can't believe I forgot about that. I did hear it. I did hear it before, but I forgot what she said. I just remember Luke responding that people sometimes think he's Australian when he's in New York. After she said about E's Aussie and Aussie accent. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, it's like people in New York sometimes I think I'm Australian. I'm like, okay, Luke, why did you feel the need to say that? Ed said, I'm glad you're having a surge of subscribers. Well, the thing is, it was just that one day, and I'm kind of like thankful for that. Like, I'm like, hopefully any additional subscribers just come very organically. It's not going to come through a subscriber live again. I'm never going to put my preview on again. Like, that was a very, like, actually, the thing is, I did a subscriber live only thing where it was on before, and it never caused that pandemonium. It just didn't. I think the anger came from the fact that I wanted to unpack certain things, I guess, that maybe they wanted to hear. Because I don't know what else it would have been that really triggered people that day. I genuinely, it was very confusing to me. It's like I've had my subscribership for a very long time, so I wasn't sure what was causing it. Sharon said, just ignore and move on. I mean, Sharon, that was very easy for me to do the first time that it happened because I had heard about it. There's been multiple attempts, honestly, not necessarily from the same group, but this one was probably the most aggressive one that I've experienced out of all of the attempts that has happened so far. So. Wombat6 said, it was a combo of sub-only live, great fun on your page, and hearing untrue mess. So here I am. Well, I appreciate you, Wombat6. He says you need someone to go live with you and say his name for you. LOL. Oh. Okay, hold on. Maybe that's why you wanted to, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. How do I do it? Here? How do I do it? Stars, I mean flower with stars on it. Could you request to be a guest again so you can say, you see how way behind I am, that I'm just seeing this right now. I know I'm way behind. It's like 99 plus new messages, so I apologize. But maybe you're gone. Maybe you're out. Maybe you're probably gone now. That's probably why it's not even giving me that option. So, too bad. Okay. Okay. Agape Love said, long time Nicola here, but Nicola might be trying to break it to us gently that E is her partner. Possibly. Though, again, the amusing part of it to me is like Jake posts a photo, then people assume that's E's back. And I'm like, I love the fact that she puts, there's a way to have both people who she's associated with be there at the same time, potentially. Which, again, we don't know if it is that person or not, but I can understand why people think it is. Cheryl said whoever it is would be out at a festival in London, to be honest. Charlie says she's happy because she's living her dream, getting roles and being a star. The E is silent if that helps. Amber with underscore ILY said. I believe it's Irish too. Just soothsaying is said. Okay. Tammy Morgan, you can find me on YouTube with the same username. So Bocce Go Hawks. Bethany Benjamin said hello, hello. Christelle said, thank you, Jilly. Christelle said, I'm so hooked on season 3 that I posted a video during my lunch break. Nice. Kita said, like, definitely lurks online. Oh, Luke definitely, maybe it was what you were saying. Luke definitely lurks online. Margaret said, hi, what's the gossip? I've been in Hawaii on vacation. I don't know what's going on last 2 days. Nothing really major, Margot. There is a new picture from Nicola at a festival, and people are trying to guess if the person's back is her co-star from Big Mood. Erica said, was the first story Nick posted with the tags on it or without it? Okay, maybe that's what it is. Charlie said, I hope it is E and we can move on. Kita said, also Jake was there at the festival as well. He posted a video pic as well. Love May said, hey guys, thanks for joining the live and supporting Phoebe. Think on Nick's happiness. I love that. Love May. Appreciate that. The Greenberg Brigade said, Jake was in the crowd. Nick was in the VIP tent. They weren't there together. Oh, eagle eye, folks. Eagle eye, folks. I would still think that she would have seen Jake somehow, though, right? I mean, they are, as friends, I would feel like they would have texted each other and said, hey, I'm here. Even if he's not at the VIP tent. Sunny D says, you're the only lives I watch now because you're so positive. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Sunny D. There are some other really great content creators, though, that are also incredibly positive and fun. If you want to know who they are, I can message you. Or, I mean, I could say it right now also. But, like, Caroline's an incredibly positive content creator. You know, Heather, Angela, like, I mean, I love the vibes that those ladies have, you know. There's more, though. So, if you ever end up, like, because I obviously can't do lives all the time. If you're not following those ladies yet, they're such a wonderful follow. So. Margot said, well, I was watching Bridgerton on the plane to help pass time. I hope it works out. Oh, Collie said you got it when you dropped the D. Oh, I did? Okay, people got real. Okay. Amen. So, Damon, amen. Okay, amen. I would like to. Okay. Okay, yeah. Annie said, I think she was wearing it when they were at the airport together once. Oh, okay. So maybe it was always her. I thought I had seen him wear the hat too. But maybe it was always her hat and he just happened to wear it that one time. Okay, Tammy said, yes, he had wore a hat like that. So maybe it's her hat, but he had worn it one day. The Green Brigade said both her and Jake have the same bucket hat. They got it at a bagel store grand opening. Oh. Well, okay, then it must have been just her hat that she let Luke wear one time. Ed says she wore it at the airport with Luke. She wears it all the time, said SEI, not SKI. Cheryl says she wore that bucket hat in a photo with Luke. Watching Lady said, what happened? Since I'm 99 plus messages behind, I'm sure I've answered this question, Watching Lady. So hopefully you're fine with it. Lil said that's what confused me during your subscriber event because I'm new to TikTok. Just didn't realize. LOL. Yeah. I was like, I don't know how TikTok let people know that it is just they just have a short period of time before it doesn't allow any more viewing. So I was like, did they not read it or did they not see that that's what the situation was? Why did it upset them? Okay. So GEUN apostrophe S says, my name is Sylvie. So Sylvie. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. The Greenbird Brigade said Louisa and Jake likely. KM Shoppy said, to be honest, many people don't know how TikTok works, including me. Roseanne said Jake posted a concert pic in IG. Yeah. Marianne Jones 69 said they were all at the festival. Nellie said, sorry, I'm late. Is it really the case that E is the one help somebody? I don't think anybody knows the answer to that question because people don't even know if that person is really truly the individual everybody's assuming. Cassie.Renee1203 said Martins, Will, Lori, Jake, and Luke F. Who's Luke F? Have all posted they were there. She can hang with friends. Yeah, she was definitely hanging with friends for sure. No matter what. Is a big group of them. Lynn29 said, why do people complain when Luke doesn't like her post when E hasn't liked her post in months? I don't know. Double standards, I suppose. Cindy said, Phoebe, haha, Phoebe, are these musical artists? I love that. I'm like not in the know, apparently, Cindy. Cheryl said, yes, they both played at East Fest last night. I don't get to listen to many artists these days. I used to love concerts when I was younger. Not the case anymore. Karina03 said, I got a kick out of it too. She speaks to us. Cheryl said, I believe it was Louisa and Jake with her. They were both in Renegade Nell. She was in Dairy Girls. Cheryl said, I can see them taking that Polaroid before the concert as a distraction. Collie said, I'm Australian, and when I was in New York, I got asked if I was British. So you had the opposite experience as Luke. Hi, Elaine. Sorry, I'm probably saying hi to you way after the fact. Cassie.Renee1203 said a fan who got a pic with her says she was alone and then went into VIP tent. Ah. Lynn29 said, we all assume too much, and until we see actual evidence, nobody knows. Very true. Nobody actually genuinely knows. Love May said, thanks, friends, for focusing on Luke and Nicola. Yes. Christelle said, I think we'll have a great promotion in France thanks to Luke Thompson. Oh, I'm so excited. That'll be great. Cool Mom Comedy said, see, I don't think it's the same one from Wimbledon. One was a lot darker. Yeah, definitely a different one. Not at all the same shading. So she definitely has, I mean, when I say definitely, I mean, as far as I can see of the shaping, it's not the same photo. So she's changed it out several different times. Um, I would say that maybe she's even changed it 4 times. Because I think the Wimbledon, like the original, then the Wimbledon, and then the ones with her friends and her, and then this one, they all had different shadings. So I don't think they're. I mean, she loves to take Polaroids, to be honest. So it makes kind of sense that she'd want to switch it around. Hi, the Julieta. Tiffany B said, I don't care who she's with as long as she is happy and living life. Kick says, girl, I'm listening to your live as if it was a podcast. I just unpacked 2 of my luggages. Oh, you know what? I'm literally staring at one of my luggages. I'm bad. First and foremost, I'm bad at packing. I usually pack like the day of. It doesn't matter if I'm going to like Oregon or I'm going to Thailand. Like it doesn't matter if I'm going somewhere local or I'm flying internationally. I'm a bad packer. I just pack the day of. It's always like a carry-on because I don't want to carry anything else but a carry-on. And then when I come back, it just sits there forever. Like I'm bad at packing, but I'm also bad at unpacking. So way to go on unpacking 2 of your luggages. Hi, Jessica Lynn. Krista LaRocca said, personally, I think she just wants people to leave Luke alone, so she's messing with everyone. I mean, I wouldn't put that beyond her. I think that is a possibility, right? That she wants Luke to be left alone by folks. Just let him be. Cassie.Renee1203 says she's just having fun with friends. She will be reunited with her man Lukey soon. Just Soothsaying says it's nice to see Nicola still friends with EF, and he's like, yeah, sure, put my back. I'm your pick. Christelle said, thank you for your positive attitude towards Lucala, which my followers and I call Lucalini? Lucalina? Lucalina. You know, that's something that I'm learning, how, like, because it is such a global phenomenon, that everybody has different names for the fans. I mean, like, from different parts of the world, people have different names for what we call Lucala. Some people call it, Luke Nick, I think, too, or Nick Luke's, or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Tammy, the link is also on my profile, if you want to find it that way. Nikki said, apparently the person with Nick at the festival is Jake Dunn. Someone had said that Nicola was in the VIP and Jake was in the general, like, seating. Okay, Kate Maran, or Maran, said Nick just posted a couple of Tatcha stories. I've heard that that's really great product. I haven't bought it. I heard it's also expensive, but that it really works. It's a really good product, they said. Cool Mom Comedy said, if it were the same one, that bit seen at Wimbledon would have been gray. Yeah. Cool Mom Comedy said, it could be the same one from the mirror, though. You think? There's reasons why I don't think at all that it's the same as the mirror one. Oh, Caitlin Marie said, go look at the lyrics to the songs in her story. I unfortunately cannot until after this live, but if anybody has it, please let me know. What is the song? What's the song? Krista LaRocca says she wants everyone to be confused because she put a lot here already. So true. KM Shoppy said, I googled E. He's an excellent actor. And 1417 said Martin and James Foon there too. Are these also co-stars of hers? Or I don't know who the folks are. Newtonic said Caroline is awesome. She really is. And she's doing a live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I was told by Watching Lady. And she's going to have someone who's a Tom Daya fan on, which I thought was really a great idea to bring a pick-me-up to the fan base. Okay, KG said Evergreen Song by Richie Mitch and the Gold Miners. Nice. I don't know what that is. So I'll be very interested to see what the lyrics are. Let's see here. Cool Mom Comedy said, I think the only one she left in there for more than a couple of weeks was the one of her and Luke. LOL. I think so too. Marianne said, Nick is trying to throw us. I think so. I think she wants to throw a variety of options. Okay, Millennial Mini says, locked in a stalemate with a man who bars no holds, rock in a hard place, he's battering control. Dang, okay. She is fun. She is fun. Nellie said, do not forget. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so Kate says, what am I waiting for? Feet planted beneath my compass, my transport. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm so behind that I only saw Hershey say Nick just posted. And okay. Melissa D8111 says, it says the song is about difficult decisions and overthinking. She's fun. She really is fun. She's fun. I love Nicola. I love how she operates. I love how she makes it fun for her, for those that really love her. She makes it a lot of fun. The Julietta said, my pug is watching Bridgerton season 3 in my room for me. Oh, Lippy Lindsay said, Nick seems sad in her last post. Really? Are you talking about the song? Because she would look really happy in the post with post at the festival. Mazadi said someone said she had a few of the same hats she gave to her friends. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so then there's just a lot of messages about the Tatcha stuff. And how interesting the lyrics of the songs are. Okay, and Shar said, Nick just posted and she looks so stunning. ASDFG says, I want E for Nick. Love May said, if you have lyrics or meaning, put, in there so I can pin. I feel like you're such a pro moderator, Love May. Is this things like moderators do? Like, that's very cool. Oh, so that's like a little shortcut that people can give you. That's very cool. Lil said, it didn't upset me. I was just confused. It kept putting me in the live while scrolling, then kicked. It didn't upset me when I was just confused. It kept putting me in the live while scrolling, then kicked. Oh, I'm sorry that was happening. So I can understand if people were upset because they thought it was letting him in and then stuff happened. So I apologize that happened to you. Wielder of a Quill said, we're getting content from the Queen in real time. Oh, yeah, because she put up something else. SEI, not SKI, said, I'm pretty sure she's promoting the headliner of the concert and she was promoting her. Girl's girl. Nice. Oh, that's another way to look at it. Honestly, that's a good point. Caitlin Marie says she likes to keep us on our toes. I think she does, which I love her for it. Marianne Jones 69 said there were about 10 artists there. Okay. Angela 06 says, I think stories don't have it visible if you like it. Don't have it visible if you like it? Not quite sure what that means. Oh, like you mean like you can't see if somebody likes it? Yeah. Stories are only privately like, so if she put up a story and someone liked it, only she would know that someone liked it. I'm fairly sure. Yeah. C-Dub Okay, okay, here we go. Robin Wrangle says Evergreen by Richie Mitch locked in a stalemate with a man who bars no holds. Oh yeah. Okay. And then CW2106 says maybe someone completely not connected to her. She tagged Uber, so maybe a sponsored booth. That's true. Rock in a hard place. He's battering control. Yes. Oops. Oh, okay. What am I waiting for? Feet planted beneath my compass, my transport. So Krista LaRocca said maybe she's trying to prompt Luke to make a move ready. Robin Wrangles feels like that the Polaroid is the same one from a few weeks ago in the mirror pic. See, I didn't think so, but I mean, maybe. Now you're making me rethink whether I was so definitive in my head that it wasn't, but maybe you're right, and I like brushed it off as not a possibility too soon. Cool Mom Comedy said, I think she probably doesn't care and thinks it's funny that everyone thinks she's dating her friends. Kick says, I feel like Nyx posts songs on her stories to support the singers. IDK could be. Oh, are those folks at the festival? Or you're just saying, like, not necessarily the festival, that she's just bringing awareness to their music. If that's the case, it's always interesting how she chooses which song of that artist to highlight. I think that's what makes it fun for the fans. Andrada said about making difficult decisions and overthinking being held back by external forces. Ooh, I like it. ASDFG said, E stopped liking Nick's post because of the rumors that they are engaged. I think he was silenced. Andrada said, narrator overcomes these feelings by following his personal compass and instinct. You know, even if she doesn't have meanings behind this, I like where people are going with it. Hello, Ameni. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. I apologize. Krista LaRocca said, that's why the songs for E would be weird, because I don't think he would see it, so why post it? I think, to be honest, I don't think the purpose of the post usually is for, if she was dating anybody or wanted to date somebody, I don't think that she's posting those songs for them necessarily, more than she knows that the fans are like always thinking something about song lyrics, because she's a millennial and most millennials have purposes. Not all. I had a millennial message me, said, I can post something without having it mean something. But most millennials, and especially Nicola, I feel like typically does post something for a purpose. Sharon said, my love mine, all mine, is next biggest song. It's not biggest song? Jody said her new Insta post, she is so beautiful. Oh, her biggest. Oh, got it. Okay. I was like, I don't know what that was saying, but I just kept it moving. Thanks, Sharon, for the clarification. Shelly said, okay, tell me what's happened besides identifying E potentially at the festival. Nothing else. I mean, oh, no, that's not true. I guess everybody's talking about this new song. Melissa D8111 said her skin is amazing. It is, really, truly. Cassie.Renee1203 said, if not Luke, at least ship her with someone who is hot. LOL, and treats her like a queen, of course. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, to be honest, though. Like, Love May says, I love everyone's theories. Me too. I mean, those are really good ones. But I do think, like, I remember it was like, what's his name? He's Matthew Hussey, I think was his name. And he was talking about, like, you know, when you are interested in a person and then you want to show a picture to someone of that person, and then sometimes you can't seem to find a really great picture of them. He's like, the reason you can't find a great picture of them is because you care about that person in 3D, not 2D. And a 2D picture can never capture the beauty of someone who is you're loving in 3D, you know? Let's see here. Deb says the person in the white shirt in that pic Nicola posted is wearing a purse and people think it's E. I don't know. I didn't look heavily into it. So possibly, I don't know. Is that who people are talking about? I love reading the excitement after the fact of how excited folks were that she posted. I'm so behind, so I apologize for that. Thank you, Love May, for helping me see something more recent since I'm so behind. Um, Lena says she's so beautiful. Oh, Christelle says Lucalina is a mix between Lucala and pollen. Okay. SEI not ski said the picture is giving let's make Luke and everyone sweat. Oh, everything bumped up. So I think I had too many comments. Whenever you have too many comments backlogged, it disappears. So I'm sorry for those I didn't get to see your messages because it just completely disappeared. Um, Wielder of a Quill said my millennial queen is killing me. Nick says yeah, both in Bridgerton. James Photon is married. Prudence. Oh, and Martin is Mr. Mondrick. Mondrick. Oh, and somebody just gave me a gift. I missed who it was, but thank you, whoever gave it to me. Um. Oh, so Kate said it was very short. Oh, so all of those lyrics that I read was just that was the only lyrics. That was it. Thank you, Fallon. Ka String says, "Tell us, telling us we are overthinking." That's another possibility. That's another potential theory. Okay, Sharon gave the gift. Thank you, Sharon. Tiffany B said, "True millennial," and I love her so much for it. We speak through song and vague booking. Is that what it is? Vague book? Because I've never heard of what vague booking means. What is that? Um, Kate said ring is still on and pointed inward. Mivero said she is stunning. How is that possible? Like she is. She is a stunner. Um, Tiffany B says she's so mesmerizing. Sharon says she looks happy in both Tatcha IG stories. Christelle says next November. Thank you, Phoenix. Next November, Luke's voice will be in our ears. Thanks to Moana too. I'm so happy. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Luke's voice. Was Luke in that? Tell me more, because I didn't know that. What do you mean Luke's voice will be in our ears? Nikki says, just eat popcorn, enjoy the show. Let's see here. Chrissy, Phoebe, have you slept? LOL. I woke up like 5 something, I think. Maybe. Oh, wait, maybe I did wake up slightly before 5, now that I think about it. Maybe I did wake up 4 something. But definitely not as early as yesterday's 4 o'clock. Virginia said, I double checked the Polaroids and I think you're right, that she changed it a few times. Yeah. I think so too. Karina03 said, I think Nick gives thought behind everything she posts, in my opinion. I agree. Andrada said, all my songs have meanings. Janine said, E has posted before that. They are just friends. Wielder of a Quill says she's very mindful. Tosh says, if she wears her... Okay, I always mispronounce this. Clada. I think it's Clada. Because I think I used to say Claudia, but it's like, I think they said it's Clada. Clada ring, traditionally, she's in a relationship. Amy said, I'm officially off the ship. Sharon said, a group was there of them. Cindy said, admitted defeat and order, Tatcha. Or you put Thata, but I'm thinking you meant Tatcha. I'm guessing. But, I mean, I've heard good things about it. Karina says she looks happy. The Julietta said, Phoebe, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you, Julietta. Obviously, things could always be better, but those things are outside of me, not inside of me. So how I'm feeling inside is good. Storms outside of me is something else. Tiffany B says, Nick likes humor first. I agree. Claudia. Okay. Claudia. Thank you, love me. Hopefully I still like pronounce it properly. C-Dub 2106 can't think much about the song. The audio is trending and she didn't use the lyrics in the story. Oh, okay. Good to know. Cheryl says Nicola is such a deep communicator. TK said, I'm on the ship until there is a marriage. LOL. Cindy said the words on Evergreen say you are in a rock and a hard place. Found interesting. Sharon said it's not the same strap on the for the thing for her. Oh, sorry. Sunny D said I feel like these songs are so obscure that they have to be purposely selected. Good point. But somebody said it was trending. Didn't I read something about something trending? Is that song trending? And if so, why? Andia said the lyrics are so Luke. TK said, I hope Luke and Nick are endgame, but if not, then just want their happiness. Samesies. Robin Rangel says, you can see Nick's purse on the left side railing in that pic. Okay, gotcha. Karina said, another Irish fan said a lot of the time that ring is for self-love. Okay. Lori Fitzgerald 6 says, why does she have to be shipped with someone, though? Can't she just be single and happy? She absolutely can be. KM Shoppy says, I don't know why my comments are on the top of my screen. I have an iPhone. I don't know. It's always so funny, though, that when I upload these videos to YouTube, I'm like, it looks strange because I don't have the comments showing. So it literally looks like I'm looking at nothing when I upload these things to YouTube. Amanda Turano said, here to say Tatcha products are legit. Highly recommend. Swear Not By said, song thing is so fun, guys. More than likely it's just a song. Amy said, just love Nick for always. It's funny seeing that some of the posts that Love May had put up for me to read, because I'm like, oh, so that's how far behind I was. Lindsay said the face cream is amazing. I've used it since June and my skin is great. Ooh, nice. Christelle said maybe after Moana, he'll gift us an album with his own compositions. A song for Nick. I would really love an album from him. I think he would be amazing. Andia said the struggle against external pressures at its core is a story of personal growth. Personal growth. I love that. And reliance on one's internal compass to navigate life's challenges. Christelle said, I mean, it will be on all the platforms with the Moana song. Oh, gotcha. 8T4 said Luke's a voice in a Portuguese animated film called Vienna, The Legend of the Golden Hearts. Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. Tori Has Opinion says, I'm Gen X and all my songs have meanings too. Does that make me a wannabe millennial? Nah, but I mean, I think I think we had this, I don't know if I had this conversation with you, Tori, or someone else, but someone else was saying, hey, I'm in a different generation and I also have meanings to my song. So, I mean, so maybe it is, it's not about generations. Maybe it's just people do communicate through songs. You know, I mean, I feel like people have communicated through songs in every generation, to be honest. Kristen said it's not Moana, it's called Vienna. It has nothing to do with Disney or Pixar, though. Sunny D. Oh, wait, no, I already read it, that one. Oh, it's MIVRO says that it's coming out in December 25. Oh, CW2106 is remember the ring names rhymes with Prada. Prada. This is really helpful. Cindy said, but she knows we will frantically look at the words. This is true. Even if they're just only playing the music, people know. She knows that they're going to look at the words. Fallon said, I think I'll always ship them until marriage. Fallon said, the telephone song isn't you, is it? No. Cindy said, I love the self-love idea and being single is amazing. I agree. Like, there's so much freedom. Like, honestly, when you're single, you can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. You don't have to, like, have to think about other things that folks have to think about if there's another person in their life. You can just travel. You can do as you please. And I always said, like, I remember I had a conversation with someone where their relationship had ended, and it was a very sad ending to their relationship. But she was always kind of looking for another relationship to get into. And I had asked her at one point, I said, do you like your own company? Because if you like your own company, because she was like, I don't know how to be alone. And I said, but do you like your own company? Because if you like your own company, you won't always feel like you need to have someone around you, you know, because like, I like me. I like being around me. I mean, which is a good thing because I have to be around me all the time. So if I didn't like me as a person, it would be a miserable existence for me if I didn't like myself, you know, but I do like myself. So I enjoy it. I enjoy being around myself. Mrs. B said, Vienna, The Legend of the Golden Hearts animation has a mention about Elle. Fallon said, mine are at the bottom with an iPhone. Okay, KM Shoppy said it's fine now. Okay. CW2106 said, yup, audio is tracking for this song. Oh, okay, hold on. Love May said, I know right now lots of people have speculations on the Claudia ring, but only Nick knows. Very true. CW2106 says, yup, audio is tracking for the song. It's just a nice, relaxing sound. I'm a social media manager. And Love May said, it's fun to guess, though. It is fun to guess. More Coffee says, need an update. What's the new song? I believe, if I can remember the name, it was Evergreen Song. TK said, is everyone playing season 3 today? I am, TK, and I am playing it in Italian. Inspired by Swanky. And tomorrow I'm going to do, well, I don't know which language I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm excited. Oh, okay. And tomorrow is when we find out where we are in the charts. Like, how much did we move up? Hopefully more than 1 million. But at least 1 million, hopefully. PRI said they communicate with each other with songs and videos. Beekeeper said, if Luke doesn't step up, I'm going to need Ryan Gosling to become polygamous for her girl. Gina G says, I'm on episode 8, plan on replaying after. Awesome. Cindy said, I win. I'm a boomer. The dirt secret. We don't change that much. I was like this at 30. Nick CHIZ said Gen X Zennial here and songs defo used are definitely used for meanings. Absolutely. Especially if you have like you had MySpace or anything like that. Gina G said I'm a Zennial and I absolutely use songs with meanings. Cindy said single until 41, never have to ask. 33 years married to my Luke and couldn't be happier. Oh, Cindy, that's awesome. That's beautiful. The Julietta said, I like you too. Thank you. Jessica Lynn said, facts. I'm the best company I know. KM Shabby said, me too. You know what? Honestly, here's the thing. When people like who they are, they usually are really kind to other people because like they assume that other people like themselves too. Whenever I encounter someone that is like unkind to other people, I feel like there's some unhappiness in their own life. Because usually when people are happy with their own lives, they're usually never unkind to other people. Christelle says, I'm disappointed because I no longer work at the Disney store. I could have met him for the release. Ida Pita said, I love me, but companionship is awesome. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm not knocking companionship. I think that's the important thing though, like, right? You just surround yourself with good people, with like-minded people, with loving people, with kind people. Fallon said, are we talking about the song Playing in Her Skin Cream? Probably, I'm guessing. Oh, Miss Vivi said I should do French tomorrow. I will do French in honor of you, Miss Vivi. I will do French tomorrow. I have to remember. I think I have to remember that I said this. Hopefully I don't forget, and then tomorrow I choose a different language. And if I do that, I apologize. It's just because sometimes my memory fails me. Krista LaRocca said, Gen X bonding is an accident. What do you mean? What does that mean? Gina G said, just saw the last intimacy scene. Diana said, episode 2 replay today. User with a lot of numbers right behind it said, regardless, she looks like her sweet, lovely self, and that video is good to see our girl. Yes, love it. Gina G said, I've been single for a while because I had to get to know myself. Oh my word, that's such a great insight, Gina, because honestly, it is important to know who you are. I think that there's this line in Jerry Maguire, and I've never fully personally liked it. And the line is, thank you, Christelle. The line is, you complete me. And I've never liked that line personally. Others might love that line, think it's super romantic. But that line always made me go, ugh. The best relationships are two complete people. I used to say, if a person's not complete on their own, if they don't know how to exist without another person, they become dependent on that person to exist almost, right? And I used to describe it as like two leashes without a dog. Like if you don't trying to get something from each other, but the other is like not fulfilled themselves. So whenever you know yourself, you're able to show up the best version of yourself for someone else. So, and they can show up for you. Like when you're together with somebody else, it should be a better union. You should be they should bring out the best in you, but you don't lose who you are just because the person's no longer there, kind of thing. When I think that Luke and Nicola are soulmates, it's because I think they do bring out the best in each other. They are wonderful together. But anytime I hear people talk like Luke cannot function without Nicola, I'm like, I don't think that's the case. I think Luke very much knows how to be Luke without Nicola. I just think that they are wonderful when they are together. Tori has opinion, says it's Gen Xers as Gen Xers, we're latchkey kids. We're used to being in our own and like our alone time. Yeah. Diana said, I'm a boomer. I use songs all the time. So generations use songs to share themselves. I agree. I do think it's just maybe not a generational thing, but just a human thing, right? To want to find ways to communicate our thoughts. And sometimes somebody does it better through a song. User with a lot of numbers right behind it is she's making us a modern day mixtape. I love that thinking. And I do think there's probably people who are making us like a Spotify list or something that has all these songs that she's accumulated over the time span and the thing is, we all know that music makes us think of a particular time in our life, right? Like we think about a time in our lives and we're like, oh, sometimes a song can trigger that. Like whenever I hear I Love You by Whitney Houston, I think of moments in my life. Karina said, I hope Nick is more active on IG this week. We love her feeds. Christelle, it's dinner time in Paris, so bye. Bye. The Julietta said, it doesn't matter what language I watch it, as long as I watch it. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it's great to watch it in different languages. Yeah, it doesn't matter what language you watch it in. It's beautiful, actually. The Italian one, just the first few like minutes of it, I was like, ooh, like it's got such a different feel to it. And I'm like, ooh, I like it. And I like whoever the voice actor was that was speaking. Cindy said, same, Phoebe. I completed myself and my husband adds to me. Yeah, I think that's such an important mindset to have. Obviously, some people will have a different mindset around that. But I remember asking a married couple, like, how do they know that they were that person that they ended up marrying was the right person for them? And they said we were better together than apart. And I love that as a sentiment. And I always think about that. Like, I should be better with a person than apart. But at the same time, I should be able to be my own person without anybody completing me. Like, I am complete on my own. They're complete on their own. So I know the idea of it was like half and half make one, but like really you need one and one to make two. Jessica Lynn said, I agree. I don't like that line either. I agree with you totally on that. User with a lot of numbers right behind it says, yes, truly strong partners are fulfilled as individuals. Junie says, I miss Luke. Hopefully we'll have something once they start filming again. Beekeeper said, I'd rather be single than alone or unappreciated or undervalued in a relationship. Oh, 100%. I said, the most lonely place to be is to be in a relationship where you didn't expect to be lonely and you are. Like, people usually associate loneliness with being alone. And I'm like, nah, I've never felt lonely. When I've been alone, I've never felt lonely. I think lonely is only because I don't know what causes what causes it necessarily. And not to say that it's let me backtrack, because I just want to be clear. If somebody feels lonely, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. If somebody thanks, Jessica. That's so funny. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. Like, loneliness is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes loneliness is an important piece that sometimes people need to feel or experience or whatnot. But I guess the idea that if you're single, you have to be lonely, and that's not true. At all. Nick says, agreed, you should compliment each other, not complete each other. Oh, I like that, Nick. Yeah, you should compliment each other, not complete each other. Karina also misses Luke. Lori Fitzgerald 6 says, agree 100%. Oh, Love May said, you made one, like the Spotify list? Saru said, I'm doing a Spotify list. Okay, I guess people are doing it. Let's see here. Sylvia, when I translate what you said in English, it says, we all make mistakes. We are not perfect. It's hate to Luke. I didn't understand it. We all went through. And then waits. So I'm not sure of the last line, but hopefully that was kind of close to what you shared there, Sylvia. Cindy said, my husband loved that I made my own money and was independent. He said, whoo, I don't have to take care of you. He like my powerful self. He knows he has to leave for work because I need alone time. Yeah. And I mean, and I think that's the thing, right? Like, there's a difference between, like, when people want to do something versus have to do something, or get to do something, right? Jessica Lynn says, I like that relax goose. Gina G said, heck no, I've gone to 10 concerts with the bestie this summer. Live life out loud. Absolutely. Alina said, I'm divorced and have been alone for over 10 years. I have moments of loneliness, but they pass. Yeah. And the thing is, and that's why I had to, like, also, like, rethink my words, Alina, because I'm like, I didn't want to give up an impression that loneliness is like a negative thing. Sometimes loneliness is just part of the stuff. But I think sometimes what people assume is like loneliness only comes when you're like alone. When in actuality, I feel like the deepest loneliness usually happens when you're with someone else, that you feel like you would not feel lonely, but you do. I feel like that's the deepest loneliness that I've seen people experience. Sylvia says, I do not know how to write English. That's okay, Sylvia, because I can it translates. So I can try to translate it. I'm not translating it, but TikTok's translate is doing it. So hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry that there's no live translation when I'm sharing. That's part of the reason I ended up putting these videos up on YouTube, because a lot of folks said, I would love to be in your lives, but because there's no live translation, I can't. So that's why I started uploading it over to YouTube, so folks that speak other languages could watch it and be able to translate it into their own language, because YouTube does do automatic translations. Now they're not perfect, and there might not be always accurate, but at least it hopefully gives you a little bit of a feel of what we're talking about. Mrs. B, sad but true. It's better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone. Marilyn Monroe. Sylvia said, I'm learning to understand it. I mean, much props, Sylvia. I always have such deep respect for folks that are learning different languages. I am the worst at it. Senora Arnold would be very disappointed in me because I tried to learn Spanish and I could not, for the life of me, do it very well. Like, I practiced, but I didn't retain a lot of it. But it's a beautiful language. Unless, and I'm assuming this is Spanish. It's going to be really sad if it's not Spanish and it's something else. And I'll feel really bad that I thought it was Spanish, because that will show even more so if that Senora Arnold would be like, that's not even the same language, but I think it's Spanish, right? Am I wrong, Sylvia? Alina said, I would not trade those moments to just be with the wrong person. Absolutely. Louise B said, anything happened today? Just the posting from Nicola of her time at the festival. Some Tatcha stuff that has a background song that people looked at as well. Oh, is it Italian? I'm Italian, but you don't understand me if I write in Italian. Oh, is it Italian? Oh, see, Sylvia, I feel even worse. See, this is what I was saying. I'm like, oh, Spanish, and it's in Italian. This is why I'm like the worst. Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks, Sylvia. I can't believe I said Spanish and it's Italian. See, this is why Senora Arnold would be like, see, how did you pass my class? She was a very tough teacher too. Kim said Nick posted an IG story just applying moisturizer. She's so beautiful. So true. Folks were asking what festival Nicola was at. I don't know. But somebody does. I know they said it earlier today. I already forgot. Cindy said, hence, I think we all want Nicola to live her life. If she ends up with Luke and she's happy, then celebration, right? Ronnie said, girl, I think I might be able to go live already. You can? So you don't have to have 1,000? Or are you at 1,000? Is that what you're saying? Did you hit 1,000? TK said, I just saw as a Tatcha promo. Virginie says, Sparkle Muffin Tour? What is that? Annie says, no holds barred parts makes me think that Luke is doing any and all things to earn her trust. Ronnie said, no, I'm not at 1K. I'm at 682, but it's giving me the option. Oh, well, that's exciting. So I don't know why I thought people had to be at 1K, but that's exciting if it's giving you that option. I'd totally go and listen to your live, Ronnie. Aloha Susan said it was the All Points East Festival. Okay. Just looking at some more of the chat. Coco said, when do they start filming? It's almost September. I believe I've heard that it's going to be September 11. Not fully sure if that's the case. Cora said, I stopped blocking all of the fake Lukes and JVNs so I could keep core followers just in case. Keep core followers just in case. What does that mean? Okay. Translate. Sylvia said, I think they are soulmates. Destiny unites them, I know, and I say graces to life and obstacles. I will say also, Sylvia, I'm listening to Bridgerton. Well, not technically because it's muted right now, but in Italian right now. And so the Italian language is very beautiful. Love May said, remember to like the live. Oh, thank you. Oh my word. You really are a pro moderator. Like I feel like this is what moderators do. I just never knew, but like now that you're doing it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. M. Phillips says, hey, yo, how long y'all been here? M. Phillips, I love that that's always your first question whenever you come into the space. Like, I've learned that you're going to ask that question. I think I've been here for a little over 90 minutes. And I'm leaving in like 11 minutes because I got my physician appointment next. I had my acupuncture earlier today. Oh, Sylvia said, life has united me to my soulmate. That's awesome, Sylvia. That's awesome. Cora said, more followers in case I ever decide to go live. I'm like 800 away. Well, it sounds like, Cora, you might not be as far away as possible because Ronnie was saying that she's at 682 and it's giving her the option to go live. So that's kind of cool. So maybe you're not as far away as you think. Sylvia said, I'm about 19 years old with my soulmate. It's always beautiful when people meet their soulmate at a young age. Like my friends met each other when they were both 14. They didn't get together until much later in life, but they knew when they met at age 14 that was the case. KM Shoppy said, so true. M. Phillips said, sadness, but health is wealth. Cora said, yeah, that's why I stopped blocking through fakes. Beekeeper said, I'm at 5:15 and I have the option to go live as well. Okay, so I wonder if the magic number these days now is 5:10, because maybe that's why people can turn on their camera if they want to now at 5:10. Maybe. That's very cool. Sylvia said he was my friend. I was afraid like Luke. Oh. Oh, so, okay. So I wonder, Ronnie, if it is the 5:10. Remember how we needed to get more of a girl to be able to like turn on her camera and stuff like that, or show her screen? Thanks, Andrada. Beekeeper said, I mean, I'm not bold enough to go live, but I have the option. That's always the exciting thing, right? You have the option. Oops. I'm trying to translate and it keeps... Okay. Sylvia said, I'm... Oh, I don't know what that means. My boyfriend... Oh, is that like emojis for like signs? I'm not good with like astrological signs, so I don't know what that's saying. But like Nicola, everything fits. Okay, gotcha. So I don't know. People probably know because there's folks that know the signs. Like, I'm Pisces. Is that, I mean, is that that kind of things over there? Is that what that means? Thank you, Jenny. Felicia said, my parents met in elementary school, married other people, then found their way back to each other. Oh, that's sweet. Lydia said, almost at the carriage scene. I wonder what all like those scenes sound like. You know? Like, is Pitbull the song still? Do they use Pitbull? Do they use the same songs in the background? Oh, I guess so. They could probably do, right? But like, do they have, like, if there's sounds that are made, do they redub it with their sounds? Or do they keep, like, Luke and Nicola's sounds? Thank you, Sally Ann. Oh, Aquarius. Oh, okay, Aquarius and Capricorn. Thank you, Sylvia and Karina, for saying that. Okay. Oh, Bethany Benjamin said Pisces here too. Yeah. Exit pursued by bear said someone posted an edit with the music removed. Oh, yes. Yes. Christelle was in the space earlier today, and she's done that on her page as well. I mean, that's who I found it through, at least. But there's other folks that have done it, I think, on Tumblr for, like, the carriage scene. I think hers... Oh, yeah. Oh, I think the one I think more for Christelle is, like, the Modis scene and something else. Omara said also Pisces. Mivero said depends. Usually they keep background noises and song and just dub voices. Okay, that's good to know. Sylvia said the thing that makes me laugh that I don't know anything, and I don't, like Nick and Luke. Exit pursued by bear said can't remember where, maybe Reddit. I've seen it also on Tumblr. Ronnie's like, oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, Ronnie. So whenever you do your next live, let me know so I can double tap the screen as much as time. I'm going to hit 1,000 double tapping on the screen. I tell you, that was, out of all of the things I took away from sitting in other people's lives is just how fun double tapping the screen is. I never knew. I'm so competitive, too. So, like, I am trying to beat my own last score. Kim said, I'm an Aquarius still waiting for my Capricorn girl to come along. And Philip says, watching Colin and Penn dance in the church. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. My laptop is over there, so I'm like, I can't tell what scene it is because I lowered it a little bit. Katie said, I just got off work. What's going on? Hey, Katie, I'm actually just going to be signing off in 5 minutes, but I'll be uploading these lives later when I come back from my physician appointment. But it's nothing dramatic, nothing too wild. It was just a post by Nicola at a festival and people thinking it was Amen, her co-star in Big Mood. And then also people were like, oh, Jake was at the same festival, so that was the whole conversation, as well as then she put out some Tatcha videos and she included a song that people shared some lyrics of. Sylvia said, is that as they dance in their own language, the gaze dies? I don't know how, and gaze being Gaze. Is that as they dance in their own language? I don't know how that translated for us. Ronnie says, "Okay, gonna go back to adulting. Have fun. Have fun, Ronnie." But yeah, I don't know if that translated well for me because I don't know what that means, Sylvia. Like they look away. Is that as they dance in their own language? Do the people look away? I don't know what that means. Gina G says, LOL, I'm going to see Pitbull T-Pain in a few weeks. T-Pain really, like, the Masked Singer, I think, was like one of the best things to happen for T-Pain, because I think it made people realize how good of a singer he really is. Because I think people only associated him for a really long time with like auto tune and rapping and all that stuff, but like his voice like is like amazing. QEEOTOYLTMX1 said, "Oh, I didn't know that double tapping now. Thanks." Yeah, I didn't know either. When I found out, I mean, I found out through one of my folks who told me all of the things after a while, because I had no clue. But like, it is so fun to double tap. It's just Mary said that was so good. What was so good? Sorry, that was so good. What did I miss? Anyways, I finally hit the bottom. Oh, the Masked Singer. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I was like when it found out it was T-Pain, I was like, wow, that was so good. Beekeeper says, Phoebe, I love these freestyling lunchtime lives. It's been fun talking about random topics. Thanks, Beekeeper. Yeah, it's just because I happen to be off. I'm usually off every other Monday. So, anyways, I am going to head off because I'm going to go see my physician. And so I'm heading off now. But Love May say, when you tap the screen, it gives hearts and likes the live. It's great to show support to Phoebe. Thank you. Love May, you're such a pro. Like, I'm like in awe of you right now. I was like, I just didn't know. You're such a pro. Phoenix DK89 said later. Wombat6 says, thanks for awesome live. Jessica Lynn said, have a good day, y'all. Kim said, thanks, Phoebe. Gina G said, thanks for the chat. We love you. Empress, until later. Karina03 said, thanks, Phoebe. Mary says, take care, everyone. Phoebe, you are so uplifting. Anne says, thanks, Phoebe. Love May said, thanks. Because, I mean, honestly, Love May, I'm so glad I asked you, because you're like amazing. Omar says, have a good, what's INE? Or is there a missing? I'm the worst at figuring out what people are saying. Okay. Yeah. Kim said the best moderator. I really think so. Very good. Very good moderator. Fru said, I missed a lot putting my baby to bed. LOL, but thanks. Yeah, and you can listen to it on YouTube if you want to catch up on what you might have missed. Sally Ann said, take care. Annie says, thanks for all you do, Phoebe. Thanks. Oh, have a good one. Okay, thanks. You too, Omara. Karina said, thanks, Phoebe. Have a great day, everyone. Wombat6 said, made the afternoon so much better. Thank you. Thanks. Well, bye, everyone.